Hello everyone, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is EVS 1 Standard 5. We are going to continue with lesson number 13, Methods of Preserving Foodstuff. This is our second video, children. This is our second part of this lesson. In the last part of our video, children, we discussed why the various reasons why we need to preserve various foodstuff and how can we preserve them, reasons behind the food spoilage or wastage of food. In this part we are going to discuss how is food related to microorganism and various methods of food preservation. So let us continue with food and microorganism. Let us try this activity. Divide a chapati into 3 or 4 pieces. Put one piece in a closed box. Take one empty box and put that one part of the chapati, one piece of the chapati in that box. Roast the second piece on a hot pan to make it crisp without charring it. Let it cool and put it in the second box. Fourth one is, if possible, put the third piece in the box and put it in the fridge. And observe all these 3 pieces every morning and evening for 2 to 3 days. Just observe the changes that you can see. So what are the different changes that we see? We will see white, black or greenish fiber like cotton wool growing on the piece of chapati placed in the closed box, which is outside the fridge. It also starts smelling and it becomes sticky. Whereas for several days we see no change has taken place in the piece that is crispy or the piece of chapati that was kept in the fridge. Why is this so? Why does this happen? The cotton wool like fibrous growth on the chapati is the kind of fungus. A fungus is a type of microorganism. Spores of the fungus are present in the air and water. You can see in the diagram. The chapati in the box created favorable condition for the growth of this fungus. Availability of food, water, air and warmth. That is why the fungus grows on the chapati in the box and it spreads its seeds in the air. Microorganisms are present everywhere, including air and water. Microorganisms are very minute and small. They cannot be seen by our naked eyes. We have to use a microscope to see them. And they grow rapidly on the foodstuffs in the presence of moisture and warmth, that is suitable atmosphere. For example, when this chapati or bread is placed in the box for few days, white, black or greenish cotton wool like fibers growth of fungus was observed on it. If such spoiled food is eaten, it can cause stomachache, diarrhea, vomiting, etc. Sometimes infection caused by spoiled food may also prove life-threatening. The time in which the foodstuffs get spoiled is different in different seasons. Spoilage of any foodstuff depends on the presence of temperature and humidity of the environment. Therefore, in winter, foodstuffs are preserved for a longer period of time than the summer. In summer, as the temperature is high, the foodstuff cannot be preserved for a longer period of time. Like milk and curries have to be boiled again and again to preserve them for a longer period of time, or they should be kept in the refrigerator where the temperature is low. Microorganisms do not grow in the temperature where it is below 5 degrees Celsius. Have you seen, children, semolina, that is sevai, are made by drying them in the sun. Now, why they are dried in the sun? And when they are dried in the sun, all the content, water content in them is completely lost, and hence they can be stored. There is no moisture in them and they can be stored for a longer period of time. On other hand, if kheer, which is made by using milk, it cannot be stored for a longer period of time, as milk is highly perishable and hence it gets spoiled quickly. Some foodstuff which are available in airtight containers. Now, how are they preserved in these airtight containers for longer period of time? When these foodstuffs are preserved in these airtight containers, all the microorganisms in them are destroyed first, and it is also ensured that water or air does not enter in the foodstuff, so that no microorganism also enter in the foodstuff, and hence they can be preserved for a longer period of time. Foodstuffs like milk and milk products, fruits, vegetables, etc. are the foodstuffs which get spoiled very quickly. That means they are highly perishable products, and we have to take care of them by storing them in the refrigerator. Why do we store them in the refrigerator? As I told you before, in the refrigerator the temperature is below 5 degree Celsius, and hence microorganism cannot grow in the low temperature. It needs moisture and warmth for its growth. Nowadays there are various methods used for preserving food stuffs. Let us learn all these various methods used for preservation of foodstuffs. The first method that we are going to see that is used for preservation of food is drying. Now, what is drying? Most of the time grains, things like papad or sevai are dried in the sun. In this method, that is drying method, involves removal of all water content, moisture from the foodstuffs. Papads, when they are kept in the papads or grains are dried in the sun, all the moisture from it gets lost, and due to which there are no microorganisms that grow on it, and they can be preserved for a long period of time. And hence drying is one of the method which is used for preserving foodstuffs. Next method which is used for prevention of foodstuff is cooling. Now, in this method, foodstuffs are placed in the refrigerator. In the refrigerator, the temperature is below 5 degrees Celsius, and due to this temperature, microorganisms do not grow in the low temperature, and food can be preserved for a long period of time. Biological and chemical reaction in the food material are slowed down in this low temperature, and as a result it remains in good condition for a longer period of time, and that is why refrigerators are used in the kitchen in every house. Many a times curries or milk, as they are very highly perishable, they are boiled again and again. So boiling is also one of the method which is used for preservation of foodstuff like milk, curries and so on. When foodstuffs are boiled again and again, microorganisms in them get destroyed. Many foodstuffs are available in packed cans. When foodstuffs are preserved in airtight containers, I explained you this before, microorganisms in them are destroyed completely, and all the water content is also removed. So it is ensured that no water or air will enter in the foodstuff, due to which microorganism cannot grow in them, and the foodstuff in the airtight containers remain for a long time period. Salting, sugaring are also some of the methods used to preserve some foodstuff. In these methods, sugar or salt are used as preservatives. For example, fruits cannot stay fresh for a longer period of time, or some fruits are available in plenty in some season, or they taste their best in a particular season, like mangoes or grapes or so on. In order to preserve them, various food preservatives like sugar is added to it. By preserving the fruits by adding sugar, we can get jams even after the season of fruit is over. Fishes are also dried in the sun, and at the same time, a lot of salt is applied on them, due to which they can be stored for a long period of time. This is called as salting method. Mangoes are or avlas are stored by adding salt or sugar to it, like avla candies or mango pickle. Let us see the preparation of pickles. First, material for required to prepare the pickle: a glass jar, a knife, a spoon, 7 to 8 lemons, a quarter bowl of salt, 2 teaspoons red chili powder, and 1.5 bowl of sugar. We prepare pickles of various fruits like raw mangoes, chilies, avlas. At the same time, jams are prepared of strawberries, pineapple, mango, and many other fruits. Let us see the procedure of making pickle. Clean and dry the jar. First thing, the jar that you take, the container in which you are going to prepare the pickle, should be dry, completely dry and clean. Cut each lemon or whatever fruit you have taken into pieces. Put these pieces in the jar and add salt, sugar, and chili powder. Mix the ingredient well with a dry wooden or steel spoon. Tie a clean piece of cloth over the mouth of the jar and keep it in the sun for about 10 days. Stir it every day with a clean dry spoon. Your hand too should be clean and dry. Various preservatives are used in such ingredients. Certain substances are added to jams and pickles to preserve them for a long time, and they are called as preservatives. Sugar, salt, asafoetida, that is hing, mustard oil, and vinegar are examples of some preservatives. Salt, sugar, oil are some of the natural preservatives. There are some chemical preservatives also which are used to prevent the spoilage of food, like acetic acid, that is vinegar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, and some nitrate and nitrate salts are also some of the examples of chemical preservatives. We use a lot of variety of spices, which are herbs that add various tastes to the food. Every spice has a different flavor or taste, and they have strong tastes and flavor and are therefore used in very small quantities. Spices can be dried and stored for a long time. They can be mixed and powdered to make many different masalas. Different spices are obtained from specific parts of different plants. Always remember, children, when you are buying any food or material from the sealed bags or boxes, make sure that you check the expiry date on it, that is printed on it. I hope you have understood the explanation of this lesson. Thank you.